Hi guys, welcome back to our live stream today. And today we have a very exclusive Expo 2025 at live stream today. I'm Jessie from Chongqing's social media team. So one thing you might notice for happening on Earth today, we are having Expo 2025 at Osaka, Japan. So it's actually taking place at the reclaimed Yomeshima Island from April 13th to October 13th, 2025. So there will be a lot of things you can see. Well, we got a lot of audience today, so please stay tuned for today's show. We're gonna show you around the pavilions of China, and we want to show you around the Expo 2025 as well. So for it is under the inspiring theme of designing future society for our lives, and is spanning 155 hectares. It is probably the largest global expo since Osaka's 1970s fair, and it has drawn really extraordinary interest. We heard over 5 million visitors by late May were being there, and projection was aiming to for 28 millions. And as we were saying, it is coming for throughout till October 13th. So we can see there be a lot of chance for people to actually seeing this. So this year unites remarkable 158 countries and regions, plus 7 international organizations to showing around this expo. They are all presenting their visions across their 3 core sub-themes. The first one is saving lives, the second one is empowering lives, and third one will be connecting lives. So the centerpiece is the magnificence of the Grand Ring. We can show you guys maybe in a little bit late. But there's a lot of more beyond these things. For example, there's like we heard there's some special items and artifacts that's showing around the expo. For example, there's like a really record-breaking wooden dome by architect So Fujimoto, encircling the site and symbolizing the global unity. But I guess that's way more than the stunning landmarks, right? The state-of-the-art tech and sustainable innovation, it is really unforgettable cultural installation, and that is bringing the heart of today's tour. So we had one of my colleagues, Jen. She is at the Osaka. So we were handing the camera to her to see the show us around the expo.
Hello everyone. Hi, welcome to our live stream of Chongqing. I'm Zhan, a reporter from Western China International Communication Organization. And right now I'm in Yomeshima Island, an artificial island in Osaka Bay, Japan. And today we'll dive into the Expo 2025 Osaka that unites countries worldwide. So before we explore the expo, let me just show you my surrounding area. Well, as you can see, there are so many people today, and they are just going to the pavilion they are interested in. And this architecture you see is called the Grand Ring. It is the largest wooden architectural structure and was achieved by the Japan Association for the 2025 World Expo on Yume Island, Osaka. because today the temperature is quite high, so it's advisable to stay fresh here and just to relax. And so later we will just explore various pavilions. And first of all, I'll give you some background of this Expo 2025 Osaka. Spanning 6 months from April 13 to October 13, this expo is themed on designing future society for our lives, focusing on saving lives, empowering lives, and connecting lives. And central to the venue is the Grand Ring. As you can see now, it is a 2-kilometer wooden structure that symbolizes unity and sustainability. It is also the largest wooden structure in the world, and a symbol of Japan's commitment to the environment. So this design will make the expo stand out in terms of both innovation and sustainability. Okay, so right here, there are the map of the expo. So it's like the main part of the expo is like a circle, and now we are just here. Above the map are the various pavilions of countries. So with over 161 participating countries and regions, it's a showcase of human ingenuity and culture exchange. Well, I think visitors can have the chance to experience cutting-edge technologies and diverse cultural expressions from around the world. And let me just show you where is the China Pavilion is. Here. P28. So it's like here, right? And now we are at this place, and then we will just cross here and to arrive the China Pavilion. Okay, so as you can see, there are so many people today. I think this expo has attracted a large crowd of people from countries worldwide. And they are just going to the pavilions they are interested in. And also, here are many people just relax here in this architecture of Grand Ring. Okay, so now let's just go outside of this Grand Ring and to explore some pavilions that we are interested in. Let's go. Okay, so we will just go out of this Grand Ring, and now from this point of view, you can see the panoramic view of this wooden structure. So people can just go upstairs from here and to see the panoramic view of the expo on the top of this Grand Ring. And there are so many pavilions around us. For example, this is Brussels, which also attracted large crowds of people. And beside the pavilion, we also can see many interesting exhibitions at the expo, for example, like this. Okay. So this is the opera that called Hiwa Kazuhiko. I think it is the LED lighting created by the Japanese artists. Yes, because this year's expo, the main theme is the sustainability. So we can see many installations and exhibitions around the theme of this sustainable development. Okay, so we will just walk through the pavilion of Brussels, and now there are also some small pavilions, like the European Union. And this is the European Union Pavilion, and this is the Baltics, Latvia. Yeah, so as you can see, there are some, the size of pavilions are quite different, right? There are some big pavilion and small pavilion. And on our left side, there is Serbia Pavilion. And you can see there are so many just like this wooden structure at the expo. I think it's quite interesting because it symbolizes Japanese culture, Eastern culture. Okay, so here on our right side, this is Cambodia Pavilion, Tunisia Pavilion, and Chile Pavilion. So these are some small pavilions that not attracted large crowd of people that as the big pavilion. And this is the Egypt. Yes, because the temperature today is quite high, and many people just wear sunglasses and hats. And also there are some places like this that people can just have a seat and relax. Okay, so this is just like the background of the expo, the surrounding place of the expo, and then we'll just dive into the pavilions that we are interested in.
So we'll come back. I think Jan will take us to on the way to the China Pavilion, and during her walk, let's get some special information about this live stream or about how you might think we are running this live stream, right? As from Chongqing. So on July 25th, which is tomorrow, Chongqing will officially launch its highly anticipated Chongqing Day at the Expo 2025 of Osaka. It will offering a comprehensive showcase of the city's open spirit and the achievement in the new area. So it actually centered around the theme called the charming new Chongqing and the smart future ahead. The event will take place across several venues, both within the China Pavilion at the Expo site and also some places in downtown Osaka. It brings Chongqing's story to the global audience under such background information. So the day's programming, it will featuring a rich blend of cities promotion. It will also working on business matchmaking, intangible cultural heritage expedition. There will be also folk performance. There's smart technology showcasing around, and there's also all those fantasy urban image of Chongqing being displayed. And it is especially will be the we have, for example, I think we have like special architecture cooperation exhibition. It is like a multi-dimensional invitation to the world. It is like a journey that sails to the openness and cooperation, forging a deeper connection across border. So as a mountain city, built along the hills and rivers, Chongqing's nature's natural landscape and eco-friendly development closely echoes the China Pavilion saying of building a shared life community between human and nature. So during the Chongqing Day, the city will share its green development philosophy and harmonious coexistence with nature through immersive storytelling and expectation. So Jan actually went to the expo yesterday, and she did a quite an interesting interview with all those audience around China Pavilion. We want to see if Chongqing is that popular, you know, to among the global audience. So we got a video for you guys. Please enjoy.
Hello everyone, I'm here at the China Pavilion at Expo. Hello everyone, I'm here at the China Pavilion at Expo 2025 Osaka. Chongqing Day is coming up on July 25, and I'm going to find out if visitors know about the city.
Angie,
有的，
don't change.
是个很好吃的一个地方，火锅呀之类的。
I want to try it because I like spicy food.
年轻人比较了解，就是那个城市比较赛博朋克，然后新说唱啊什么的，包括像一些雾都啊这种会比较了解。
I heard of the city is have been grown in the last few years like huge. So I hope someday we can go travel there because I have seen YouTube videos and photos, and it looks really amazing.
它毕竟是个山城嘛，然后就是它的一些建筑和一些交通也挺有意思的。我看一些视频之类的。
我有看那期，我全程有看，最后那个 Speed 的那个航拍超级帅，我觉得就特别好看，比我想象的要好看。
So it's quite interesting to see if other people are saying this, their impression or their experience with Chongqing, and especially for the culture and the food. I think Jan is on the other side of the pavilion. Let's see where she got.
But it only allows visitors with reservation, I think. So I think it's a pavilion that highlights the technology of Japan. So I think this side also has attracted large crowd of people. Okay, so now there are so many workshops that you can just buy some ice creams or snacks. Okay, now we are arrived at the China Pavilion. So let me just give you a panoramic view of China Pavilion. Well, you can see there are so many people waiting to enter the pavilion. And I think the design of this pavilion is quite interesting because you can see the architecture draws inspiration from our traditional Chinese bamboo sleeves. And there are many characters on it, and resembling an unfolded calligraphy scroll. So I think this design symbolizes the harmony between humanity and nature, reflecting also China's commitment to sustainable development. So there are so many people waiting out of the pavilion. So you can see the China Pavilion is just located between the Pavilion of Future of Life. It covers about 3,500 square meters. And with the theme, building a community of life for man and nature, future society of green development. And it is also one of the largest self-built foreign pavilions in this expo. Okay, I will just wait, enter the queue to enter the pavilion.
So, as you can see, the China Pavilion is quite popular in there's long wait line. So while we're waiting for Jan to enter the China Pavilion to give you guys tips of how it might look like, let's continue our talk. So we have like a special Chongqing showcase will be held inside the China Pavilion for tomorrow. So make sure guys, if you are there, go there to check it out for Chongqing Day tomorrow. It will feature a variety of cultural and artisan displays. The visitor will be able to explore, for example, the Liangping wood block New York prints, paper cutting, and jade carving, and other traditional crafts that highlight the craftsmanship and cultural richness of Bachu's culture. This exhibit will go beyond static display. For example, we will feature live demonstration and interactive experience over there. There's the head of wood block print workshop in Yangping district. He will sort of demonstrate how the traditional printing technology will be. So audience will also have the chance to experience these crafts firsthand and appreciate the enduring charm of intangible cultural heritage that is happening within Chongqing. So for the technology section, there will be highlighting Chongqing's strengths in smart smart manufacturing and tech innovation. For example, we will be showcasing intelligent cars models from local brands such as Chang'an and Series, um, which is the ITO you guys might heard before, along the cutting edge product like the drones, Bluetooth smart glasses, and 3D digital screens. So one of the standout attraction will be there's like an AI powered robotic dog call service, an impressive example of bionotic technology in action that is happening in Chongqing. We saw this really cute robotic dog holding in Chongqing's marathon this year. On the main hand, there will be agriculture and food section that it spotlight Chongqing's geographic specialty. For example, you will be able to try Hechuan's rice cake, 桃片, flowing pickles, and Yongchuan tea, Jiangjing's Sichuan peppercorn. So the event for tomorrow will also host those special tasting sessions for visitors to experience local flavors. And I saw a comment. Yes, China's pavilion it actually has a lot of Chinese and tangible cultural heritage with the old Asian Arakan-born Chinese character. So it is right, and we can see it is really unique for this year's expos, the architecture. And we are waiting for Jans to showing us around inside the pavilion. I think there will be a lot more interesting things, just more than how it looks like, right? We hope you guys stay tuned to show let us get us a chance to show you guys how it looks like. So adding to the vibrance of this day, the audience also enjoying a lot of cultural performance, such as there will be like group dance, there will be exhilarating erhu solo performance. That is all showcasing China's rich cultural diversity. I think Jan is around the line. Maybe we can talk a few minutes and she will showing us around the China's pavilion. So maybe to extend the reach of Chongqing Day beyond Osaka, we will also offer a hybrid online offline experience. There will be virtual pavilion tours and live digital broadcast. It will allow a global audience to explore the exhibition and join the festivals, discover the charms of Chongqing, and all from wherever you are. And I think Jan is around the line. Let's bring her to the stage.
Enter the China Pavilion, and we get these like the Chinese bamboo panda. Okay.
有点难看到的。
Okay, now I'm just in the inside of China Pavilion. And as we can see, there are so many exhibitions, installations that symbolizes Chinese culture and also attracts a large crowd of people. Because this year's the thing is designing future for society for our lives. So by weaving historical roots with glimpse of tomorrow through sustainability, science, and culture. And we can see the China Pavilion is also divided into various sections like the green mountains and clear waters. And there are so many screens. There are large screens that allows people can interact with them. I think this is the introduction of national parks that includes the animals. Yes, we can just interact like this. And this will show the information. I think this segment is focuses on China's diversity, biological diversity, and natural parks, natural things. They're just like various screens that show different parts of China. And later we will see if we can just interview some foreign people and to hear their views about China Pavilion. And you can see the pavilion is always shows the videos of Chinese culture. And now let's just go upstairs to see what. So I think China Pavilion at this expo offers a harmonious mix of culture depth, ecological storytelling, technological showcase, and interactive engagements. And we can see just on our left side, their screen shows the bamboos. And on the right side, it symbolizes Chinese culture, the representative figures. And I think this part shows the history of China with representative figures here. And this is Japan Commodity Exhibition. Showing the figures of China and Japan joining hands for the bilateral cooperation. Okay, let's continue. Well, I think this is like a very immersive journey that allows people to interact with these installations. And in addition to the representative figures, there are also many interesting animals like China's pandas. They are very cute. Wukong. And it also showing the Olympics games. Okay. So curious about a typical day for Chinese people? Okay, let's continue our journey. Well, we must say this pavilion is quite big, that divides into various segments. And this journey will take 8 minutes. Okay, let's continue. Okay. Okay, after the video, we will continue our journey. Well, I think this multimedia video show reflects the 24 solar terms. So this animated display just blends ancient cosmology with digital effects to tell the visual story of seasonal cycles. I think it's a good combination of history and modern life. And now let's just continue our journey. And we will just to another segment called the endless life. And I think this section primarily shows the technology in our modern world of today. So you can see they are just showing many digital technologies like the digital network, city brain, low altitude economy, high altitude wind power station. All these, I think, are the China's important initiatives to achieve the dark carbon goals. And I think this is an interesting, a large AI model. Oh, and this shows Chang'e 6 lunar samples from the far side of the moon returned to the Earth by the Chang'e 6 mission in June 2024. And this is Chang'e 5 lunar samples. Well, it attracted many visitors to take photos. And this segment shows the China's manned spacecraft. And we also can take of this to hear the voice. And this is Jiaolong. Visitors can also interact with installation. Well, I think this expo is not only about showcasing the products and technologies, but also a cultural exchange and that unites countries worldwide. So, and I think that concludes our tour of Expo 2025 Osaka today. We've only scratched the surface of what's here, but I hope this glimpse has inspired you to explore more. So remember, the expo runs until October 13, so there's plenty of time to plan your visit. And I think that wraps up our live stream of Expo 2025 Osaka. And I think this expo is truly a celebration of our shared future. So if you are in Japan or just are planning to visit, I think it's an experience that you don't want to miss. So thank you so much for joining us, and we hope to see you next time. Bye.
So thanks again for Jen to taking us on this inspiring journey inside China Pavilion. It is a vivid demonstration of how Expo 2025 embodies innovation, sustainability, and global collaborations. But the Expo's energy isn't confined to the exhibition around. It is ripples back across the globe. So to bring this closer to home, let's focus on one of Chongqing's growing achievement in urban planning, that is Jinsha Paradise Walk, Jinsha Tianjie. This landmark isn't just about a retail destination. It's China's first high-speed rail integrated TOD, which is a transit-oriented development in a commercial district. So we have one of my colleagues who is there, and he has a really nice company. We had a guest that who lived in Japan for 10 years, and he is currently running a classroom that's like showing, learning, teaching guys all those language. Maybe we can starting with his video to know a little bit about it before we're heading to the station.
島県外国語教室へようこそ。ここでは日本語をはじめいろんな国の言語を熱意を持った先生たちと広々とした空間の中で勉強することができます。いろんな言語の本を読んだり、勉強に集中したり、または同じ言語を勉強している人や先生たちと話すこともできます。文法だけではなく、その言語の面白いことや旅行で見たことなどを楽しく話すことも多いです。ここでいろんな個性的な先生と出会うことができます。
读法是一样的吗？读法一样的，主要是那个书写是不一样的，写出来是不一样而已。
世界中の人気コーヒー豆を楽しむカフェもあれば、歌って外国語を勉強する場もあります。生け花教室にもなります。 皆さんとここで出会えることを楽しみにしています。
So I think Junxiang is ready to showing us around this station of Jinsha Paradise, also the shopping bus station of Chongqing. Let's bring him to the stage. Yeah. Hi, Junxiang.
皆さんこんにちは、エネコです。
暑いな。こんにちは、サーフィンバーからこんにちは、ネンです。
You guys must be wondering why are we speaking in Japanese? Because today we have a special guest who is an experienced Japanese teacher and has lived in Japan for more than 10 years. So let's ask him to introduce himself.
Hello everyone, I'm Nen. I have been living in Japan for 10 years. I'm a Japanese teacher. Now I have a language classroom in Chongqing. And this time, very glad to be here, have a conversation with everyone about city view.
So we are right now in the shopping bus station, which is the first commercial district in China with high-speed rail. So and we can see that behind us there is an old Three Georges Square, which is a main commercial area of Chongqing. And now we can see that this is a typical TOD mode. TOD means transit-oriented development, which has integrated the stations with shopping centers. So we are gonna explore it today. And we are really lucky enough to have Mr. Zhang here. And he has many experience in exhibitions and cultural exchange about Japan. So I'm gonna ask him, what do you think this the Expo will have? What kind of impact will have in Japan's culture and economy?
因为大阪世博会的话，对于日本来说确实是一个很好的展示。它本身提倡的低碳和可持续生活，当中就包含着很多日本的软实力，包括做内容，包括融入人们的生活。那 TOD 从车站这种出发的形式，就体现了这个软实力。
So actually, Japan and especially Osaka has been putting efforts to make people's life easier with this kind of mode, COD. And Osaka has always been trying to do low carbon and sustainable developments. So this is kind of mode that we can maybe take experience from.
是的，我觉得这种经验的话，我完全可以借鉴。而且，当我回到重庆之后，看见咱们的沙坪坝站，我就有一种在日本看到特别大的车站，比如说他们的梅田，比如说东京的六本木，这样的感觉，觉得哎，我们也在迎头赶上，也许还能比他们做得更好。
Yeah. So Mr. Chen has mentioned that because he has lived in Japan for so many years, and when he comes back and see this shopping bus station, it just feels like step back into Japan. Yeah. to see the same view, and we think this. You can see that here, even though it's a weekday, here are a lot of people traveling through the station or the shopping center, and this is, yeah, I see it is really Nikiaga, right?
Yeah.
So and we can see this station you just mentioned Umeda and Namba.
Yeah.
And do you think there's any special points about these two stations?
Well, 我们在日本生活的时候，有到大阪去，有到东京去，看到这些车站，给人的一个很大的冲击就是，你有目不暇接的内容可以去逛。也许它只是我生活当中的一个点，我要去通勤，我要去上学，但是你有很多的东西可以逛，以至于我在满足我的基本的去某地的这个事情的同时，过得非常的开心在这个地方。
So yeah, this kind of Umeda this station has a lot of contents that we can find diverse diverse kind of things. If you're not there for shopping, but if you see these kind of things, maybe it'll attract you to consuming there. And we can see that right now we're at the entrance of the railway, the shopping bus station. It is such a big station, and we need to mention that this station has a frequent line which is directed to Chengdu in just 1 hour, and this is kind of like similar to Osaka because you can take trains to Kyoto in Umeda, right?
Yes，对，而且它跟我们重庆很像的，就是他们也通过他们的高铁，但是并不是到达很远的地方，而是链接了离他们有一段距离的卫星城市，让两个城市之间的有趣的事情，包括我们刚才说的很多的店铺呀，发生在人们的生活、通勤、通学，或者只是短暂的移动当中。
Yeah, and Mr. Zhang has mentioned that Osaka has connect satellite cities around it to exchange cultures for people to work daily or study daily there, and this is really a convenient thing for people there. They think that the life is totally easier to find all kind of things in just one place. You don't have to suffer the sunburn. You don't have to the rain job, and I think this kind of mode can be really useful in these kind of modern lives, right?
Yes， 它不光是让人们的通勤，就像我刚才讲的，通勤变得更有意思了，而是在城市里面节奏比较快的城市里面，大家没有发现的就是你的通勤，其实你的到达就是你生活的一部分。如果你只是在等车，只是在坐车乘车的话，那个时间是比较枯燥的。而你去了一个有意思的车站的时候，你会觉得今天我看见了一个崭新的东西，或者我之前没有发现的东西，就会让你的生活本身变得特别有意思。我觉得这一点对我的印象特别深。
Like this kind of station are making commuting more interesting because when you just stay your time in the train, it can be really boring. And when you arrive at the station and it's totally brand new with a lot of innovative things, this can really enrich your life. And so we can explore this shopping center more clearly, and we can see that this whole design we have a totally tall building which is for office, I think, and this is kind of I think this is same as in Meta because there I know there is a 10-minute circle that you can finish your working, your stay at home, your daily shopping in just 10 minutes of walk. And this kind of life is ideal for other people, I think, because when you get really tired of work and you can just get all the things done in such a short time, right?
Exactly. 有一次我们去到大阪的时候呢，我们想到会逛街会玩，对不对？然后当我们准备回酒店的时候，我们当时的酒店离我在地图上有看到离大阪的那个梅田车站大概要10来分钟，20分钟。我想那我们这次回去的时候就突然下雨了，然后我就想那我们这次我要淋雨了，对不对？但是我一导航，我就发现它从它的整个车站下面的下川道我们能想象，对不对？但是直接就回到了我的酒店，我觉得这个太不可思议了，10几分钟的距离哦。
One incredible thing is that in one stay of Mr. Zhang, he said that the hotel is like 10 or 20 minutes to the Umeda station, and he thought that he must be like under the rain job and get soaked up. And one surprising thing is that you can just get from the hotel to the station without only being posted in the outdoor space and finish all your things just in a very cozy condition, right?
是的 ，Yes.
Yeah. So, and we can see that here's the entrance for a lot of office. This place is really a complex one. You can get all your supplement here.
Mhm.
And so this is also a hotel. I think you can
Yeah.
get hotel to the station very easily. This is a like good point of TOD mode.
Yes.
And I think you have also some experience in exhibitions, right? Just can you tell us some special things that you want to share with us about exhibitions，就是关于展会的一些东西，一些你觉得有意思的经验。
OK，这个的话，它也非常的跟这个内容有点近似的，就是日本的话，它当开展会，咱们这次不是有万博嘛？万博其实算我们人类共同的一个内容的集大成，不是吗？但是其实我在日本的生活工作当中，也有办到好几次大的展会，从农业到电子到玩具，涉猎有点多。当我们去办展会的时候，我们也发现他们的交通到达性和他们的展示是做得非常的好的。
This can also be connected to our topic of today, because just like the 2025 Expo 2025 Osaka Osaka Kansai, and a lot of exhibitions you can get to the hall in public transportation very easily, and he has been engaged in a lot of areas such even for some small pieces, which is really interesting. And so I think this experience can really help us to learn cultural exchange or economic things, right?
Yeah.
And speaking of the Expo Osaka Kansai, and you know, tomorrow we'll have a Chongqing Day in the.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like we'll bring a lot of elements of Chongqing there. So I think Chongqing has a lot of characteristic elements that we want to share with the world. Not only the
hot pot.
Yeah, the already famous hot pot of cyberpunk city view. And we have other things that we want to share with the whole world. So I want to ask you, is there anything of Chongqing that you think can really attract Japanese people?
是的，就是重庆，我们除了我们特别有特点的饮食之外，有很多东西，就大家众所周知的一样，轻轨穿楼这种东西，我觉得特别有意思，因为我也在东京电视台做过对轻轨穿楼的介绍，然后其实大家是非常感兴趣的。那这种东西只是对于像展会一样，它能不能以一种更有内容形式的，比如说它能做点文创，它能更有表达，更有小故事一样的，适合当今的电子社会的去宣传的，我觉得也是一个比较好玩的点。
Yeah, I think we can also share the one thing really Japanese people has interest is that the monorail train of Leeds bus station, just which travels through the building, and this is really a interesting thing for international people, for Japanese people. They have come here to visit this place, and Mr. Zhang has also been engaged in the program of Tokyo Television, and they are really interested in this kind of iconic landmarks of Chongqing, and Japan has been making many IPs of the city, just like the temples or this kind of things. So he thinks that Chongqing can also, maybe we can draw experience from this kind of mode, and we can see that behind this is one of the interests of the metros. Honestly, this station has also included 3 lines: the line 1, line 9, and also the loop line, which can get to a lot of places of the city. Yeah, we can see that this is absolutely amazing. You can see that here is a 7. That means here are other 6 entrances. So this is a really big station. Now I think it's already time for us to get into the shopping mall to explore what kind of shops there are. So let's go. And during this walk, do you think I know that you're a Japanese teacher. you've been very long with the Japanese language.
Yes.
Do you think that there's some similarity between Chongqing and Osaka in terms of culture?
我觉得非常的接近，就是怎么说呢？重庆之于就是重庆川渝之于中国，就真的像大阪关西人之于日本，大家的方言会被调侃，性格特别的豁达，这些点都非常的像。
Well, there's truly some similar points because Kansai people are just like Chongqing. Kansai people to Japan is just like the Chongqing and the Sichuan people
to
China.
Yeah.
Because we have relatively positive minds and our dialect is kind of funny. Yeah, by the way, I really like the Kansai dialect. It is really interesting.
Oh, okay.
Just like a lot of people say that in Chongqing, our dialect is very funny.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of tones, just
Yeah.
like the Kansai, but their tones varies a lot. And I know that because here in Chongqing, actually you can see a lot of Japanese elements, such as a lot of sushi restaurant,
Yes.
or for the young people, the anime stuff. Yeah,
Even the UI in the station.
even the Mr. Zhang has just mentioned a very important thing that it is really inspiring that the sign of the station has been designed or kind of draw experience from Japanese designers, and I say the signage, like we just say, is very clear, just like the JR. They are very clear. You can find the places.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can see that here a lot. I see a lot of people, even though, yeah, we can see that here's Chinese bubble tea and bread. You can get literally all kind of things. Have you ever been here before?
Yes.
And do you like the experience here?
可能是它作为我的家乡，我太熟悉了，所以以至于我去车站我就会乘车，我饿了我就会去找吃的，我想口渴了我就去找喝的，我想坐一下可能就找一家咖啡，但是就缺少一点在日本那种给我琳琅满目，每次都有新体验，以至于我爱上了这个车站的这种感觉。
So maybe it's because that this is our hometown that we are really famous. We know a lot of things about this city. So every time if we want to find a restaurant, we just go for it. If we want to take a train, we just go for it. We seldomly spend time in the shopping center inside. But I think this is already a big innovation of the TOD mode in China.
Yes.
I think Chongqing is also making other stations this kind of form because this form is really useful in the modern environment.
Yes.
People and Chongqing is a very hot city.
I do think so.
Yeah. In the summer, you don't want to go out. You can just spend your time here. You get on the train to get here and and go back. So this can be really convenient for anyone. So I think you guys behind the screen, you must somehow experience this and also experience the Umeda Namba in Osaka to see what kind of difference, because I think this shopping mall has also integrated some Chinese traditional arts in some small shops. So I think, this is really a big shopping mall with 2 halls. And we can see that. So do you think this kind, because Japan has made many IPs.
Yes.
Now we can see actually in this store there are a lot of Japanese style stuff. So do you think we can also apply some Chinese things in the Japanese shopping hall?
Yeah, I do think so. 在我们中国也有特别多有意思的东西，我觉得是可以用来发展的。因为很多东西，比如说轻轨穿楼，虽然大家听起来可能比较太常见了，但是很多东西的话，就是你愿意去做，我觉得它一定会能够绽放出很有意思的点的。比如说，现在就摆在那儿的结果就是游客有这么多，各国的游客都有来看我们的轻轨穿楼，对不对？我们也到处去介绍了，对，我觉得是完全可以做的。
Yeah, so we think that Chongqing and or China can also do this kind of IP things to earn like a special thing that yeah, because once you see this kind of thing, you know it's from Chongqing or it's from China, and this is really gonna help the international awareness of the city of the country. And the truth is that there are a lot of tourists. If we made that kind of things, I think I think there's a lot of people will buy it, will pay money for it, and will promote it to other people. So I think our part will end here. Let's get the camera roll back to Jesse. Bye bye.
Bye bye, Johnny.
So thank you for showing us around the shopping bus station. And as Junshan was saying, it's probably the end of today's live stream. As we wrap up today's live stream from the studio, let's take a moment to reflect on what we've seen. So from the vibrant exhibition hall of China Pavilion in Osaka to the rich cultural experience brought to life by our Chongqing Days event, it has really been more than a showcasing, right? It's been a window to see how Chongqing is stepping confidently on the world stage. And just like a few days ago, on July 21st, Chongqing officially unveiled its new cultural and tourism promotion slogan. Thank you, Kevin, for joining us today, really. We appreciate your support always. We have the slogan saying, its majestic landscape and dynamic Chongqing. The slogan speaks out the value about the city spirit. It's a place where breathtaking nature meets bold urban energy, where deep-rooted heritage inspires the constant renewal, as we can see in this live stream. So the slogan actually, whenever it's soaring the skyscraper overlooking the rivers or the stunning nightscape along the Yangtze River, or probably the pulse of innovation, right? Driving new industry in Chongqing. This is Chongqing, and it's a city of emotion and full of story waiting to be discovered. So I think if you are interested in Chongqing, maybe come to the Osaka Expo 2025 to get a glimpse of how it might look like of Chongqing Day that is happening right tomorrow. Or maybe you can travel to Chongqing to see how this city will be look like in your eyes personally. So thank you for joining us today. We hope today's journey will spark your curiosity of Chongqing and maybe inspire your next adventure, right? So please follow us and make comments on iChongqing's Facebook, X, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, and also breaking news. And we are on there waiting for you guys to exchange your ideas, your thoughts about Chongqing, about China. So maybe see you next time. Bye.